we're starting. That was a bomb right there. I wouldn't go that hard of the paint, but you know, to each his own.
Hey.
So it's a nice, lovely Friday night here in California. Okay, let's keep that shit together. All right, man. Be cool, bro.
I don't know what happened.
All right. Hey, all right. So we got together to finally do another one of these podcasts. We've been so busy, but you know, life goes on. Life goes on. We gotta do our thing. So,
how long did it take for us to finally coordinate? Like a month?
Coordinate some shit? Yeah, shit. It seems like last time was like 2 weeks ago.
Really? Like no. Wait. No. Really? I think it's been
maybe like a week and a half. No, like about a week and a half. It didn't seem that long ago. We need to do this more often though. Shit, we don't even have to wait a week. We can do this like back to back to back to back.
It's been a lot longer than that.
More than 2 weeks?
Yes. Cause it was before Halloween.
Okay, Halloween was like a week ago.
It was before Halloween.
That don't say much, right? All right, cool. You on it? So, how's work? How's work been treating you?
Work is very slow because I sell my.
I have to bleep that part out because I don't even know people find out where you work real quick. Just don't bleep that part out real quick. Don't tell people where you work. That becomes a problem.
Right. I work at.
Should we introduce ourselves again? Hello, my name is Anthony Rodriguez. Your name is?
I'm not saying my last name. Fuck you.
Fuck it. I don't care. All right.
Telling me don't tell people where you work, but hey, this is my last name.
People can't find me. Nah, people can find you. Easy, huh?
Why can people find me and they can't find you?
Yeah, it's pretty easy to find. Because, I thought about this. If I had to track someone down that I saw on, the internet, all I would do was, read the comments, or ask someone in the comments, does someone know him? Someone be like, yeah, who is he? Boom, they found you.
You sound like one of those girls. You're like, hey, I really like this guy, but I don't know much about him. And the other girls are like, no problem. And they stalk the guy.
Oh, that has nothing to do with what I just said.
It does. It's
said if I could find someone if you want to find someone
internet stalking. You were talking about internet stalking. Girls do that. They we internet stalk
all right.
people.
Yeah, girls do that. Guys don't really do it. Well, at least I don't do that. Nah, guys don't really do shit like that. But for instance, now I'm too lazy to do all that. I was on on Instagram, right? So I'm scrolling down. You see those Fashion Nova ads, Fashion Nova ads, but it won't say who's in the ad. It's just oh, check out this dress, Fashion Nova, right?
Right.
But it doesn't. You don't actually know who the person modeling their dress is.
Mm-hmm.
So for a quick second, I might scroll the comment and be like, who is this chick? She look good.
Right.
But I don't go I need to find who this. I don't really. If it takes more than 15 seconds, I'm like, and I'm done. You know what I'm saying?
That's a lot of effort.
That's a lot of effort to see who is this chick. I need some feedback. Where's she from? What state? I'm not gonna do all that. I don't really care that much. It's not that serious. People weird. I'm not that weird. Oh, so I got a story. So this
Was it about weird people?
It was about weird. I got so many.
Okay.
Oh, you want to say something?
No, I just remember I was I was lost driving on the way over here. I don't know.
You don't GPS?
I GPS the wrong. Just
GPS, man. Oh, did you ever learn how to use maps? The something guide. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh.
It's like a book.
Okay.
Oh my god, I can't remember the name of it. But it was a book. It's a book. It's a map. It's a map book. Oh, it's gonna kill me. What's the name of the map? The book. The something guide. Well, anyways, the one that you would use to basically get around. Before there's GPS, you'd use this book.
How old are you?
Old enough. This was the last. I think they discontinued it, but.
I know my grandfather used to have this.
Grandfather?
I swear to God, he used to have this book that was maps of different, even freeways and stuff, and it'll tell you the different exits. They were numbered.
I can't believe I can't remember this.
Wow.
It's gonna bother me so bad. Whatever it kicks up. So, anyways, I was in San Bernardino.
Okay.
As we talked about last episode, San Bernardino, or one of the previous episodes, the first one, don't matter. Talk about San Bernardino, very ghetto place. Don't like going there.
The ghetto.
But that's where they have the city hall and all that like legal courts, blah blah blah. So I was gonna go over there to handle some paperwork, some business work, and I had to go in the courthouse and file this paperwork, right? So I was in there, and when you go to a courthouse, especially one where there's like criminal courts, you see some interesting people, dudes with tats on their face, tats on their neck, just retarded looking people. Like I don't get the whole face tat thing. I think it's like stupid as fuck.
Yeah.
So you see a whole lot of that, right? But I think it's funny when the dudes walk around with their like suit and tie, you know, looking professional. But then you got like Whittier Squad or some stupid shit all over Vato Loco or across his face. You're just like, you're guilty, homie. I don't even know what you did, but you guilty.
You're wrong.
You're wrong. You're wrong for what you did. You were jaywalking, motherfucker. I know you were.
You know what? And that's so funny, like how people just do the dumbest shit and then they play stupid. Like, yeah, you're calling attention to yourself because you have all these tattoos on your face. Your hair is the color of the fucking rainbow. You dress like an idiot. Yeah. And you got pulled over. But it's not for any of those reasons.
When's the last time you got pulled over?
I don't get pulled over.
You don't get pulled over?
No.
That's the thing about ladies. Ladies don't get pulled over. Lucky. So, see, the last time I got pulled over, see, I have a brother. My brother's been pulled over a shitload of times, but I don't really get that much police attention like he does. But he's like bigger than me. Like he's like 6'2". He's got another like 40 pounds on me. He's a big dude. He's a Marine, so like he's just a bigger, menacing looking dude. Looks kind of mean too. So he was telling me in 1 month he got pulled over like 4 times, right? And I was like, damn, that seems like a lot. What are you doing? But then again, nope, there's no then again. That motherfucker gets pulled over way too many times. So like the last time I got pulled over was just like my tail light was out or something like that. So it was like something simple, you know? And just said, oh, fix it. And I'm respectful and stuff. I don't play no fast movements, stuff like that.
Right? That's sad that it's like that. Like,
yeah.
It's fucked up.
Like on World Star, I was looking at World Star, and there was this dude being recorded, and he's standing next to a cop car, and the cop's talking to him, right? So then as he's talking, he goes, whoop, like a quick movement, like he's gonna run, and the cop's like, gets like right in his face, like, oh shit. Hey, that's funny, unless he gets shot, you know what I'm saying? But
it's fucked up because all my brothers and sisters, like, they're all mixed. Yeah. And like they experience things that like I'll never experience. Like I don't know. Like I don't know the honestly, like the persecution that they go through every day. Yeah. But they tell me these stories and I'm like just baffled. Like, why the fuck are people like that? Like, what the fuck is the matter?
The Thomas Guide. You never heard of Thomas Guide?
Really? Back to the map?
Yo, Thomas Guide. You never heard of the Thomas Guide?
No, sir.
Oh my gosh. Thomas Guide. Continue with your story. Go ahead.
I was just saying that if you're racist, you're an idiot. That's it.
You think so?
Yeah.
You can't think someone can be racist and then very intelligent?
No. If you can hate people.
Oh, do you think you're racist?
No.
I think I'm pretty racist.
What?
I'm pretty general in my racism. I spread it around, but I'm pretty sure I'm racist.
You can have
prejudice,
but being racist.
What would that mean? I'm prejudiced. I'm just prejudiced. I'm pretty sure I'm prejudiced to a lot.
But you're prejudiced to not just race. You're prejudiced to certain groups of people.
I'm prejudiced to groups.
Not.
I would agree.
I don't.
I gotta say this. That's true. Because black people, I love black people. I'm black, but there are some black people that I'm prejudiced against. I like Mexican people, but there's some Mexican people, that I'm prejudiced against. You know what I'm saying? I like white people, but some white people I'm prejudiced against. So I guess it's groups of people.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like all Samoans though.
You know what's so funny?
Like, if I was to die, I would want to come back a black Samoan.
Samoans are so fucking sexy. It's crazy.
Fucking Samoans. They got family. Like they stick together. Like that Samoan culture.
Yeah.
I love that shit. I wish I would want to come back Samoan. They got some cool hair. I like that.
Dude, I think Samoans are so fucking bomb. I do. They're just.
All right, name one Samoan that you think is bomb. Name one Samoan.
Oh, I went to school with him. They used to call him. Well, I don't know if that was his real name, but he was a twin. It was Majesty and Royalty. You know. No. I swear that was their name.
No. There's no one named Majesty and Royalty. Oh. That's some shit you just made up.
Why would I make that up?
No, that'd be so wild. Who names their kids that?
I don't know, but they were twin brothers, and I was like, holy shit.
Oh, that brings me back to okay. I used to know a dude named Unique.
I knew a girl named Unique.
This was a dude named Unique. I remember I was in college. I was like, your name is Unique. Is a black
She
dude.
was some
Ugly
she was a
looking dude.
Filipino chick.
Unique.
Being ugly and unique, motherfucker.
That's messed up. I want to go to the Philippines. Fuck that. What? All right. You know, like, you know, in the back of your head, you think certain races are just like two races mixed together. That's what you are. You know what I'm saying? Like
What?
Puerto Ricans. What's a Puerto Rican? They're like two. Okay. Let me
What
break
the
this down.
fuck? I'm what?
Okay. So it's like this. All right. Mexicans are Mexican, right? Right.
Okay.
Okay. And white people are white. So I'm saying, like, don't you ever think like a Puerto Rican? What's a Puerto Rican? Don't.
Black Mexican?
Yes. Those motherfuckers don't want to. That's exactly what I think. Okay, what's a Filipino?
A Black Asian?
I think it's more Mexican Asian because they all have Mexican last names.
Well, it's because Spaniards conquered there. It's
So there you go. So they're a Mexican Asian.
yeah,
Hey, man, I'm
but
just
they're
breaking
all
it down.
like they all got a little bit of hood in them. It's crazy. Even the super square ones, like they can all sing and dance. You know?
So you think black man? Black? You think they're black Chinese?
Yeah. I mean, I said Black Asian.
No, Black
So
Asian. Okay, I thought Indonesians. Indonesians seem like black Asians to me. No? You know what's interesting?
Indonesians. When I think Indonesians, I think telemarketer.
I wish one of those dudes called me. Like, have you heard it? Like, I've been. This is another thing, man. I go through rabbit holes. Like, there's this one.
You would want a telemarketer to call.
Fuck yes, because if they gonna fuck with me, I'm gonna fuck right back with them. Like, there was
I
this.
had that happen at work. Anyway, go ahead.
So, I've had them. This is the problem with me. Is I had back in the day. I had a shortest like temper. I'm not gonna deal with no bullshit. So they're like, "Hello, sir. You know, you're loading your tech, bitch. Shut up. You know, hang up the phone. You know." So, but
Like,
I've had my brother hit me up like a week ago. He goes, "Guys, I almost got right." So I was like, "How?" He goes, "I was in the parking lot of a Western check. Was it Western check?
Western Union.
Western Union. I was about to send $300. I was like, what? He goes, then it hit me.
Wait.
This shit's fake.
What?
So he said the way it went down, he almost got caught. And this is the second time I heard some of this. He said some dude on the line said, hello, this is Bob from the IRS. He goes, we understand that your taxes from 5 years
I'm
ago.
like, motherfucker, you don't work for the IRS. You don't even live here.
But so you don't think an Indian named Bob exists?
I'm sorry, but if you sound like that, you are not from the IRS, because the IRS don't play. All the immigration shit going in right now, Trump is our president. Ain't nobody
They
fucking...
got grandfathered in. Look, I've been with the IRS 12 years. So then what?
No,
They got a rebuttal for everything you say. We're like, nah, see, you got me. No, I got you.
this is
back.
what happened to me at work. Okay, so I was scared. I kept getting this phone call saying that I had a warrant for my arrest.
Yes, those are good ones.
And I was like, what?
But you believe that though, right?
Hell yeah.
Why would you believe that though? Continue with your story.
Anyways, I was like, fuck.
That shit is
like,
too real.
It's like 2.
Other way.
Is that better?
Yeah. All right, continue with the story. So he said they called you talking about warrants.
Yeah, they're like, you have a warrant, and I'm like, there's no way that I have a warrant, but it like kind of freaked
Not
me out.
in this state.
And so, and then there was 2 people calling me back to back, like, and then Social Security office saying, I don't know, some crazy shit.
Mm-hmm.
And so my employer, my boss, was like, let me see your phone. Because I told her, I'm like, this number keeps calling me saying that I have a warrant. And then something about the Social Security office. And she was like, this lady was a fucking boss. And she was like, let me see your phone. And I was like, okay. And they started calling again. And she was like, fuck you, you motherfucker. Like, she like went off, and I'm like, oh my god, my boss is cussing out the Social Security office. Like,
Yeah.
and the Indian dude on the other end, he was like, no, fuck me, fuck you.
Oh,
Fuck you.
yeah.
Like, he went all crazy at
That's
her, and
how
I'm
you
like,
do it.
how does she know? And then I felt like a debate.
Oh yeah. Now the ones that I've seen. Oh, so my brother, he just basically said they told him like, hey, they got my brother good. He goes, hello, this is Bob from. He said from the FBI. He said that he'd been a victim. He said my brother's been a victim of identity theft, and that someone, either him or someone else who stole his identity, has been tied to a sex trafficking ring.
Wow.
In Texas. He goes, so in order to clarify this, we need to do a federal background check on you, and you got to deposit a fee of $300 so we could run this background check to clear your name. So my brother's like, holy shit, I'm gonna go to jail. Like, they got me for sex trafficking. So he said he got outside of was it Western Union, and he's like,
maybe
this doesn't seem right.
Right.
And then he's like, and he just turned around. But he's like, they almost got him. They were that close. Like, that's an interesting story. That's the first one I've heard like that. Usually it's either taxes or the warrant one. I heard the warrant one.
Yeah, I haven't heard the sex trafficking. Yeah. That's fucked up. That's like playing with someone's emotions.
Hell yeah. So identity theft, and now they think that you are a sex trafficker. So I was like, that's a good one.
I still get calls talking about I got warrants. So either I really got a warrant or...
What, do you actually listen to them, or they leave you voicemails?
They leave me voicemails.
I might want to get that checked out. You know what I'm saying?
I don't, but it's always from like New Jersey or Texas.
Oh,
like,
that's stupid. Yeah.
Yeah. I had a customer who was like, he was so serious. He was like, have you had a 222 number call you? And I was like, no, sir. No, I haven't. He was like, good. Don't answer it. And I was like, I won't answer. And he was like, I think I told you this where I was like, holy shit. He was like, it's somehow these people in West Africa, they got this 222 number, you know, because their area codes are a little different. And I was like,
they're way different.
I have no way of knowing that, but okay. Yeah. And he was like, well, you know, they somehow made it to where when they call you, it shows up as a 222 number, but you get charged all this money for the phone call, and they keep you on the line, and they're from West Africa. And then he goes, so these fucking Africans, and I was like, what? Yeah. I was like, I kind of wanted to see if he was going to say it again. And I was like,
I got a story.
And I was like, the who? And he was like, these fucking Africans. And I was like, whoa. Yeah. So I had my manager come talk to him because I was like blown away that he just kept saying fucking Africans.
Did you start hyperventilating?
I was just like, I think my eyes like kind of popped out of my head.
2 stars probably. I remember when I was like in elementary school, I didn't really know what a pussy was. Like, not pussy, like a sissy, like a punk, you know,
like,
kid. Like, so I remember I was doing a car wash, like for, I used to do karate, right? So I was in elementary school doing karate, and we had to do a little fundraiser car wash. So we're doing a car wash, and while like the rest of the team is like washing cars, we were just holding up signs, right? So me and this other kid were holding up signs. So as we're holding the signs, we're like, car wash. A dude drives by and says, fuck you, like that, right? The dude next to me drops the sign and goes, he starts hyperventilating, and I was just like, it's just a middle finger, man. Like, I mean, I'm a kid, as an adult, it's pretty intimidating, but you don't just start hyperventilating, like, it's not that serious.
So this random guy was like, fuck you.
Fuck you to a little kid. Looking back, I'm like, that must have been a weird dude, like, an adult just sees a kid and says, fuck you to a kid. Yeah, so he started hyperventilating, like, hard time breathing.
That's funny.
Yeah.
It's fucking hilarious.
So I remember that, I was like, God damn, this.
Verbally abusing children.
God damn, I had a second story. What's the second story about?
That's great, stranger.
Fuck you to a little kid, and kid starts crying.
Like, can you imagine, like, you're just like going through Walmart or something, you see a kid, you're like, hey kid, fuck you.
Hey, speaking of Walmart has so many good stories. I have so many like stories from Walmart of just random shit I seen. I remember the first time I ever went to like Black Friday.
Went to Black Friday? I've never done that.
You just go just to look at people, just to study them. I remember on Black Friday one year, I was like, I want to go out there, I just want to see what it's about. Not really, there's another thing I really needed. So first thing you drive around was Best Buy. I drove to Best Buy. Dudes are camping out. They have tents on the sidewalk. They're camping outside of Best Buy. I saw this. I was like driving. They went around the store.
Are the deals that good though?
Some people, I don't know. So I guess on electronics you get some good deals. So I saw that, I was like, that is so wild. So I drove by them, and then I went to a Walmart. Walmart actually went inside because I want to see what was up with it. So this has to have been maybe like the first year. I didn't get nothing. This had to have been the first year where they were taking like Black Friday serious, because it's not as organized as I've seen it now. Like this was back in the day where you see people like spray, pepper spraying dudes,
like
in elbows, pepper spraying, people getting trampled to death, like crazy stuff like that. Like this was like the early days when they were still trying to figure out how we're gonna get the most money out of these people. So I went into the electronics, like a department, like in the back of the Walmart, because they have the TVs and stuff like that, laptops.
Right.
So then they have like a display where they have all the cameras, right?
Mm-hmm.
So as I was in there, like it was like shoulder to shoulder. Like there was some people with shoulder to shoulder in there, so I couldn't like get, like it was hard to get through. But I'm just looking through, and they start hearing alarms going off, sirens going off.
Mm-hmm.
What was happening was dudes were like so shoulder to shoulder, and like the employees were kind of like helping people out, but like the lines were so crazy. Dudes were going and grabbing the digital cameras like off a display and just ripping them off the cords. So alarms are going off, and dudes are just putting stuff and putting them in pockets. And like there's so many people, you can't really identify who's who, because like you could be like, be in there just reaching, grabbing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a wild shit. And I was just literally like, oh my god, like, and you see like grown women, big ass women just pushing people for like
see, I'm little, like
for DVDs and stuff. I was like, damn. That was the first time I saw that. I was like,
all them DVDs in on Netflix.
So now, if you go to Walmart, they have a good system. If you ever go in there, it's not as crazy, because what they do is like, they'll say, these items are on Black Friday sale, take a ticket. So you get a ticket, that means you can get the item. You get in line, with your ticket, you can get the item. So now, it's not gonna be 400 people, but like, look, we only got 70 TVs, of this type of TV. If you got a ticket, you get a TV. If you weren't in line to get that ticket, I mean, there's no point in getting in line. So I was like, oh, that's a good system now. But yeah, I remember, when it first came out, I remember seeing women just pepper spraying dudes. It was crazy.
Ooh, damn.
Yeah.
Pepper spray's no joke.
I've never been pepper sprayed.
No?
No, you?
Have I been pepper sprayed?
Yeah.
No.
You ever tried it out like, oh, dude,
I had bear mace when I used to go bear hunting, but...
Bear hunting. You ever catch a bear?
No, but I had an ex who, his dick got chewed on by a bear.
What?
Yeah.
I
had a boyfriend, and his dad had his dick chewed on by a bear.
So not off. It was a little nibbled on.
I don't really know, because...
You can say like, yo, whip that shit out. Let's see how it's working.
Imagine. I was like, all right,
let's see that piece. What you working
I
with?
know more than I need to know.
So he said the way he described it was chewed on.
Well, yeah.
Why would they go
he
for his
was
dick,
attacked
though?
by a bear, and I guess the bear was hungry for some penis. I don't know. But he told me that the worst part was like the stitches, like when he woke up in the morning, because of how gentlemen wake up in the morning, that he would bust through his stitches. And I was like, this is more than I need to know about my boyfriend's dad, but cool.
Was he a good looking guy?
I mean, my boyfriend was. I wasn't really looking at his dad. Is that a thing? Like, is
I don't
this,
know. You tell me.
Is this what you're gonna look like when you get older? Like, how the fuck you
Hey.
look like?
Sometimes people come. I mean, for the girls, you kind of.
I'm sorry, but that guy has been hilarious this whole time.
Why, he just staring?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, what are they doing?
Yeah.
You should have been like, hey, do you want to know what I'm talking about?
What are they talking about? Just put up. Oh, watch the podcast. Yo, can you imagine? Nah, I'd be corny as fuck. Have wrapping the whole car like.
Yo,
that.
she got some fucking big ass titties.
I was looking at that. I don't think so though.
You don't?
Mm-mm. It's like crop top. So
wait, do crop tops make you look like you have big boobs?
Yeah, because like if you have a little bit of boobs, like, and so it lifts the shirt, so it's like away from your body. You just assume there must be something underneath. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. They look nice.
She was an ugly girl.
Was she?
She's on the car.
I didn't see her face.
She has disability license plates. I'm assuming.
She does? Ooh, damn. She got fucked up.
But then she was driving away. She had like the delivery bag for like DoorDash, I think, or something like that.
Oh, so
she's
got
working.
That. Okay,
so she has a disability, but she probably
got, if she's doing DoorDash, she got that license plate for parking.
People with Down syndrome are allowed to drive?
Why the fuck do I know that?
That's a good question. Yeah, that's a good question. This is.
I mean,
another thing too, I told you earlier.
I work with children who have that issue, but after they get
adults,
I leave them.
I had a friend who said he beat Downs.
What?
He beat
Like
it.
he beat
No,
down, or like he overcome?
he overcame it.
Oh, okay. I'm like, you have a terrible friend.
He beats him down. Fuck.
I'm like, that's not a nice person. You probably shouldn't hang out with.
You know what? But I wouldn't say that though,
What?
because there was a guy with Down syndrome that I wanted to beat his ass. It's gonna get dark here. So when I was in high school, there was this dude. I'm not gonna say his name, but people know who are from my high school. They knew. This dude was the most corrupt dude with Down syndrome that you would ever know. It didn't even matter. He was just a bad guy who happened to have, that's the way I think about it. He's a bad guy who happened to have Down syndrome. It was like that. Like
Why
he
are
would.
you picking on this guy? What happened?
Let me tell you some stories. Okay, one time I was almost gonna swing on him. Someone stopped me. They're like, "Stop! No, don't do it!" Because he was just he just fucked with people. So,
Okay.
all right, this is a couple examples. He used to, when I played football in high school, sometimes he would go in the locker room and just start jacking off in people's lockers.
What?
He'd just pull his little Down syndrome dick and start jacking off into the cell.
Why is Dick gotta have Down syndrome?
It's on the whole body. It's not the whole
Okay.
thing.
So his dick is like, is it always limp?
It's down. It faces down. So, you don't. Well, now you know. You're never gonna see, are you? You're not gonna look into this.
I feel like
I guarantee you, what I just told you, you're not gonna look into it.
I'm gonna look into it, but I'm not gonna.
Let me tell you something right now. Don't look into it. It's not worth looking into. Down syndrome dick. Don't look into it.
What happens when you research Down syndrome dick?
Oh, FBI comes knocking.
What?
FBI comes a knocking. You say, I'm looking into Down syndrome dick, like predator, immediately. They're like,
Why
yo.
do you know this?
I just know things. So this dude, so this dude, his name was I can't say his name, but no, I don't even want to blank it out. Anyway, so this dude, we'll call him David. David's like the most common thing I use for everything. So we'll say David. David, doesn't matter. David, and his last name was an animal, so we'll say Dog. David Dog. So David Dog was on a football team, but he's kind of like a mascot. He didn't really put him in the games because who's gonna tackle a
You
dude
put
with
the down.
What?
You're wrong.
What? So you'd put the kid with Down syndrome in the game?
I mean, you gotta make him the mascot.
So what do you do with him?
Have you never seen Waterboy?
Yeah, what about him? No, he wasn't.
You didn't have Down syndrome?
No, man. He's just. Maybe he did. I don't know. So, oh, you can play with this. You can record some stuff. I'll flip back and forth too. Yeah. So then, so let's do. Man, it was. Fuck. David Dog. David Dog.
David Dog.
He was he would do just dirty stuff. Like he'd pull his dick out and go wah, like to girls. Like he would just like show off he was a little obese, so he'd just be showing like his big old titties out on him. He was a dude. He was a corrupted little dude, like, trust me. So one time I was just minding my own business. We're in line for like practice. We're about to practice. We're doing some stretches, and then like he pushes me in my back, just pushes me in the back, and I turn around. I was gonna go whoop. I was about to just swing on him, and then everybody was like, no, and I was like this close, and I was like, you know what?
Yes, he has Down syndrome.
Not a good look. You don't hit
David
people.
Downs. Okay, I don't know.
I did not say David Downs.
David Downs.
I did not say David Downs. All right, that was all you right there. So, so yeah, we can play this for a little bit and that's it. But let's see, people can see what we're at here. Look, ta-da!
We might have to blur that out.
Blur it out, do we? These cars.
I don't want to pull up what I'm
Which one?
about to do. Like I want to like hide.
I'm gonna just go like this. You're real nonchalant, bro. Just slowly just start shrinking down low. Are you going for that one? Oh, you done. You about to be done. So I was gonna show. I'm gonna keep holding this. So Mr. David Dog, he would just do weird stuff like that. David Dog. He would Like he just make these weird sounds all the time, like stuff like that.
So he was always thinking about fucking?
Yes. Always horny, always thinking about fucking. And he was in high school. And there's nothing wrong with that. But you don't get like if he was just a non-Down syndrome dude, you don't get a pass. You can't just be jacking off in dudes' lockers.
No.
You can't be showing your dick to girls just like that. Like, so.
Okay. Okay.
And he would say another one. He was like, "Fuck you, Bix." That was what he say, bitch, Bix. Fuck you, Bix. So, okay. What are you supposed to do there? But people would pick on. I had conflicting things because remember this. I was in the locker room and dudes were fucking with him, and then other people was like, don't fuck with him because if you mess with him, your kids are gonna come out retarded." So that's what I remember him saying.
That's how that works.
That's not how it works. But they were saying that, and I was there as they were fucking with him. I was like, low key, he deserves it because this dude is an asshole. Mm-hmm. But also, don't mess with the guy. You know, I felt bad. Yeah. So then, like when I have kids now, my kids are perfectly fine. I'm like, oh, see, I didn't mess with him. If I hit him, my kids would have came out different, but they didn't. Can we say shit like this?
I don't know, but I mean, you tell me stories about the little one. He doesn't have Down syndrome, but he's definitely not.
Oh yeah, I think my son's a serial killer in the making. That dude's, he's too smart. He's very smart.
And he's gorgeous. He's so pretty. Oh, like.
And he's too calculated. That's the problem. He's too smart. He's too calculated.
For
his
so
age,
little, yeah.
He might be a serial killer. But I don't know. This week he's been giving me hugs, so I'm like, no, okay, maybe all right, but he's too calculated for my taste. So it makes me nervous. I have to stand his good side.
I volunteered almost all 4 years in high school for like the kids who had issues. And they were all very sexual. What you're talking? Okay, David Downs, the guy who.
No one said David Downs. Why do you keep saying that?
I don't know. I said it and it stuck.
Okay, I made one mistake. I gotta bleep that out. I gotta take that back. That's bad because it does. And you know what? He came up on the internet. One of my favorite podcasts I watch is Your Mom's House.
Yeah. Oh no, he was on there?
He was on there. I even told my classmate, like, yo, do you remember this guy from high school? Like, yeah, I remember him. I still see him walking around town. Flip-flops. He has a big old mustache. He just walk around being obese and stuff. I was like, damn, okay. So he was on this podcast, a clip of him, and he was talking about Donald Trump. He's like, Donald Trump needs to clean the ocean or something like that. Wait, I couldn't do that? Is that... Well, anyways, that's how he sounded. So that he's talking about the ocean. He goes down, something to fix the ocean, and yeah, it was wild.
Yeah, clean the ocean.
Gotta clean that ocean. I mean, that's okay for me to say, right? All right, so let's see.
Okay.
You know what you're drinking right there is gonna knock you out, right?
I know.
All right, what? We'll just talk about it. It's okay. Can we say what we drink? What you drinking?
I don't know. I mean, I was showing the can of the other thing.
I wonder how that works. I mean, we're not that big. What are they gonna say? Take it down? Then just blur that part out, right?
Maybe.
You're drinking a Four Loko.
Okay, that was your Four Loko, and you never opened it.
And then you started drinking it.
Because
Did you ask permission?
No.
Nope.
But
Nope.
I had a very long day. I had one tall boy. I needed another one, and it's only your thing that's here, and I don't.
That's
even
gonna
like
mess you up so quickly.
So
Four Loko, I tasted the new version. You've had the old version, right? So for those who don't know, there's a drink called the Four Loko. It's been around for a couple years now, but what made it kind of famous was that it was banned for a short amount of time, and the reason that it was banned was because motherfuckers were dying. Like, I think, what was it? It had too much caffeine or something. I don't know.
Caffeine.
I think people were having heart attacks or something like that. It was too strong. It had too much. The alcohol content was too high or something like that. Dudes were having heart attacks. People were dying.
It's because it tastes like juice.
It tastes like juice.
But
like
it
alcohol.
makes you feel like you've been taking tequila shots.
Yeah. So this one has like how much? 12%. So I guess what happened is they banned it in California, and they changed up the recipe, how they're making it, and they brought it back. So I don't even know how much it had, what percentage it was before, because it's at 12% now, and it seems pretty strong. What the fuck is this thing recording the whole time? So they brought it back, And yeah, that thing messes you up. Like just one can of Four Locos will get you messed up for a good amount of time.
How much do you think alcohol affects people? Like girls who are like, oh, I only did it because I was drunk, or how much do you think of that is like complete bullshit?
I think that's real. It drops the defenses down. I think when a girl drinks and a dude drinks, we become at the same level as far as like decision making. Like you're horny, girl be like, yeah, I'm horny too. Straight up, like that whole.
But she has.
I think like a dude's wall comes out. A dude's wall's like this high, right? And a girl's wall's like, bam, like this high, right? But when alcohol starts hitting, the dude's wall drops right here, and the girl's comes like, yeah, maybe, yeah, and then that's why all the fucking happens.
And then her pants come down like,
yeah. And the next before you know it, you clapping cheeks. You know what I'm saying? That's how it goes. And that's why alcohol is the equalizer. But how about weed? How's weed?
I don't know.
Because everybody has. Because then weed has a more.
It depends on
a
what
varied
you
response
smoke, too.
It has a more varied response. Because I know
like there's
some chicks would get really.
and
some chicks would get horny. Other chicks would just be so relaxed and not
what?
really just.
On weed? Nah, if that bitch, she was horny before she smoked. Because I've never been like, smoke weed, now I want to fuck.
Okay. It was varied response. But your. What's the word? What's the word? Was like a wall? No, it's like your inhibitions.
Okay.
Lower. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely become more relaxed, but.
Yeah, and when you're more relaxed, you're more open to do some weird, freaky, little strange for a little bit of change. You know what I'm saying?
She said she was gonna suck my dick from the back.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Well,
no,
see, you said, you telling me about. Oh, go ahead. Tell me.
Go ahead.
You're telling me. I was going to ask you about the Jello shots, dude.
Oh yeah. So I had this lady who kept bringing up her son to me. She's like, my son's a millionaire, and I'm like, cool. I'm glad you raised great children. Do you want to know what my son did? Sure. What'd he do? Well, he used to sell water, and I'm like,
water.
Okay. Well, he sold that for $14 million, and I'm like...
He sold water for $14 million?
He sold what? And she was like, yeah. And now he made this machine that makes 300 Jello shots every few minutes. And it costs 39 cents to make each Jello shot, but he sells them for $5.
Damn.
Yeah.
So wait, he sold his patent? He sold the machine?
The machine.
And he's a millionaire. Damn. I met because I'm real estate, so I have my real estate license. So when I was selling houses, I came across a dude who made his money selling tortillas. Like, he's a tortilla millionaire. And they said, like, how is this possible? So he and his family, when they came from Mexico, they decided to start getting into making tortillas. So they just made, handmade tortillas. Eventually they grew their operation, and then they started becoming the main supplier for Taco Bell and Del Taco. So now this dude supplies them and all over the country. You hungry now? This dude is a tortilla millionaire. Wow. Imagine me like, yo, what do you do? Like, I make tortillas, homie. You know what I'm saying? That's tight.
It's just so crazy how like people get rich off like everyday shit.
I met another dude who made money. He made a lot of money selling shoeboxes.
Really?
Shoeboxes.
I used shoeboxes. Like, I remember doing projects in school and stuff. Like, shoeboxes are so like the most reusable thing.
Hell yeah, it's a box. Boxes are useful. So this dude.
Okay, I didn't think about it like that.
It's a container. All containers.
I know. I
Bottles.
save all my containers.
Yeah.
That's because so I'm white, but my parents, who are my parents, they're not. My mom is from Jalisco, my dad is from Chihuahua. And my mom literally will reuse everything for fucking spaghetti jars, butter, fucking everything. Butter. I'm like, and I never know what anything is in her house. Because I have to like open it first to see. Because it's like, I can't believe it's not butter and it's all like fucking
salsa
and shit.
Yeah, this dude I met was he He's making money for selling boxes, and he's telling me shoe boxes. He's like, I've made shoe boxes for Steph Curry, from Kyrie Irving. So basically,
not for companies, for individualized people.
So he'll be like, I made
Wait,
these
what the fuck?
for
So people have customized shoe boxes?
Customized shoe boxes, like, cause say Jordan comes out with a new shoe, they want a customized box, so it's like all about presentation. So he's doing.
Right.
So he's let me correct this. He's a high-end shoebox salesman. He sells high-end shoe boxes. That's his niche. His niche, not niche. That's his market. What is it? How do you say, niche or niche?
I think niche.
Niche?
Yeah.
Fuck it. We said both ways, so either one's right. So then he makes boxes.
I've never seen a pink truck before. That was.
That's a good tip.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So, shoe boxes. That's the way to do it. I didn't know about that. That's a whole
customized shoe boxes.
Customized shoe.
So how well do you know this person?
Oh, just pass it by. Cause I had a furniture business, and in the furniture business, I used to ask people what they did.
Right.
All the time.
And then you just met him randomly.
He's running randomly. I was like, "What do you do?" Like, "Oh, I make money doing this." I heard some crazy stories. Like this dude, the shoe dude. He sold shoes.
Right.
Another dude. This guy was Indian. He lived in Hollywood. And he was like, I had to deliver like a table to his house.
Mm-hmm.
And as I got to his house, I was like, what do you sell, right? Oh, what do you do? What kind of business? And he sells women's clothing. This is an Indian dude. So like, he said what he do, he just buy clothes from like a Goodwill and thrift shops, mm-hmm. and sell it in his boutique in Hollywood, his little shoe, clothing store for hundreds of dollars more. And then rich ass people who don't know shit, they're just like, oh my God, this is so fancy.
So fancy.
And his markup was crazy. So he buy a shirt for $5, put it in his store for $75, and someone buy it.
That's a motherfucking hustler right
Hustling.
there. Shit.
He had a little G-Wagon. I was like, you selling? He goes, yeah, man, these people just eat it up.
1 second. Do you think they're still open?
Yeah. No. I see people in there. Well, you want some panda? You want some food? But bleep. That's it.
I mean, like, we're right.
Wait, we can say it. Panda Express.
I mean,
it's just words. I can't say like, oh, there's a McDonald's there. Oh, there's a Chevron there. We can say what the fuck we want. What's that?
We can say what the fuck we want.
We can say what the fuck we want. We can say anything we want.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Damn, they came in hot. Shit. They really want some Chinese food. Damn.
Oh, they used to be. I used to live in City of Whittier, right? So there was
the girls are prettier.
That's what they say, but
fucking.
That's where I saw my first face tattoo. Dude had the name. He had the word Whittier tatted across his forehead. Yeah. He's working in a Boys and Girls Club. Trying to get his
I used to go to those.
So I was. This is a 99-cent store. I used to go like real quick, like after. After the door opens, boom! It opens.
Hold on, hey.
That's a tall dude too. So. You really want to get something to eat? Bro?
Yeah.
We can pause and go get something to eat.
I mean,
Are you going to be eating and just... All right. And we're back from your lunch break. You got to eat. You got to eat, Chief.
I was hungry.
You got to eat. That's how it goes. You know, I read something about, like, if you're going to do a job interview, always schedule the job interview before lunchtime.
Really?
No. After lunchtime, because after someone eats, you're in a better mood.
Always. So I'm a fucking bitch when I'm hungry.
So either you're gonna do it early in the morning, which is not like people are gonna wake up, they're like kind of groggy, blah, blah, blah. But you hit them after lunch when they ate, they're in a good mood, like joking, you know what I'm saying?
Unless they eat something really heavy and they're sleepy.
They're sleepy, but even that's better than them being in a bad mood because they're hungry though.
Right? Like are you in a good mood when you're hungry?
Fuck, I got short temper. Most people have short temper. Everybody has. Animals got short temper when they're hungry.
Yeah.
Animals be killing people when they're hungry. So that's how it goes. You know what I'm saying? They don't play. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
You want to eat some more? You said handfuls of food, just put it in there. Oh man. Desperation makes people do some stupid stuff.
For real.
Yeah.
Even poor people.
Even poor people. Yes, even poor people do desperate stuff.
I'm poor people. We do some things out of desperation.
Well, dudes, when they get desperate, they do some crazy shit.
You mean like desperate for like pussy and shit?
Yeah, pretty much. But that's the thing, though. If you're a dude, that's like, I mean, you got that, you know, that it always wants some. So yeah, that's how it goes. So some dudes know how to control it by getting some action. Well, dudes, they ain't got no action, and they just suffer, and they get struggle. They go
and
crazy.
They act weird.
Act
Yeah.
weird.
Like horny dudes are always like the most awkward guys.
So
I want to like you, but I want to stick my dick in you.
that's like the dance for a dude. A dude has to like be like, yo, I want to fuck you, but you know we're cool about it. You can't be like, I want to fuck now. That's just like, no, you just kill your chances.
That's what's going through.
That's what's going. That might be going through the head, but you gotta be like, play it cool. So that's a successful hunter.
Is that called a game?
That's a game right there. A successful hunter knows how to play it cool. You know, play it cool.
Yo, dude arrived in a golf cart.
I saw that too. He can't be for real. He can't. He works there. No, he's not. Security. World Star Security. Was it? Top flight security.
Top flight security.
Y'all bitches can't be here. Y'all bitches can't be sitting here.
Top flight.
Man, you can't call these old ass ladies bitches. Top flight security.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, they need to bring Friday back again. That was funny.
You know, that donut place is like a real place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even when they recorded that,
I
was
grew
it
up not far from there.
the second Friday was recorded in Rancho Cucamonga? They said, right?
Yeah.
I don't think was it recorded in Rancho.
I don't know, cause I don't know.
I didn't recognize like.
I
then
recognize
I wasn't.
Randy's Donuts.
I wasn't familiar
I
with.
kind of felt famous when that movie came out. I was like, hey, I know that place. But
I grew up down the street where the first Fast and the Furious was recorded. Remember when I saw Fast and Furious? I was like, oh shit, I live right there.
it was me.
Up and down the block in L.A. Echo Park.
Right?
Yeah. Echo Park. That was a weird spot to live in. At a lake. You know, you heard of La Llorona, right?
Yeah.
So I don't really sure where that story originates from.
You don't know?
Well, I don't. Okay, what city or where it originates? It's a true story, right?
Yeah, she's from a native. It's a native story.
Okay, so when I was in elementary school, I used to go to this after school program because
Mm-hmm.
gang prevention, put them in some school program. So like my parents were working all the time. So after we get out of elementary school, I would get into this after school program, so we don't get in drugs and gangs. I saw wild stuff when I was growing up. So when I was in this after school program, so it was like around Halloween, and the teachers, one of my teachers was like a reformed gangster dude. So he was a white dude, shaved head. He was thuggish.
You gotta do your homework.
Yeah, you gotta do your homework. Don't get in life with the drugs, dog. It ain't worth it. You know, one of those dudes. So
is she?
I hope she hits some car.
Okay, she's backing up. Oh, wait, no. What is she doing?
She's trying to bark.
Oh, she's.
I don't trust lady drivers. You know what I'm saying? You can't trust them motherfuckers. Anyways, so then so this dude started telling me La Llorona. He's like, all right. He goes, in Echo Park is a lake. The city, the actual Echo Park in the city of Echo Park, it has a lake in the middle and there's a park around it. A lot of movies, a lot of movies filmed there, stuff like that. So then, so you like that one?
No, but the head turn was serious.
So then the teacher was telling us like, yeah, because you guys don't know, but in that lake, this lady drowned her 3 kids. She goes, and because at night you hear her crying, you hear her wailing.
Wait, so he was telling you La Llorona used to live in Echo Park?
Yes. And I was like, yo, is this for real? I mean, I'm in elementary school. I have to be like, what, 6?
Well, you're Mexican.
7?
You shouldn't. Never mind. All right.
Mexican and black. So, I'm black. so he's telling me La Llorona, and I was like, what? For real? So then so the kid, one of the kids started crying. I was like, what little bitch. That's nothing, man. I'm not. You know what? Since elementary school, seeing a dude cry, I was like, what the fuck are you doing? You scared? You better man up.
Was this the dude who got yelled at by the car wash
Yeah.
people?
No, the dude he got flipped off at a car wash and started crying. Hyperventilated, actually. I was like, really? So this dude's telling a story about La Llorona. He starts crying. I'm thinking in my head, like, what's the rationale for why you need to be crying right now? How's that gonna help you?
Because his mom told him earlier that day that she was gonna drown him in that same lake.
That's some type of shit. Okay, so then I remember then they started flicking with the lights, flicking the lights and scaring the kids and woo.
Mm-hmm.
In my head, I was like, this is some dark shit. She killed those kids.
Right.
Why are you telling me this?
I've heard all the different versions of her.
What's your story? You know.
Well, there's an Aztec version, and then there's the most famous one where there was a war going on, and the soldiers, were killing the children, and so she killed her children to protect them, and then she killed herself. And in her death, she forgot that she killed her children, so she went looking for them. She thought they were missing. And so she missed her children so much that she started taking the other children.
Fuck.
Yeah. But that's what I know to be the real story. There's some people say Aztec, some people say Native, depending on your origin and whatever. A lot of people want their claim to La Llorona, where she came from. But she's actually a goddess who was a protector, not a killer. But she just gets a bad rap.
Okay. So, in the same after school program, I grew up in LA. I remember
where they had the Boys and Girls Club.
It was called LA's Best. That's what it was called. LA's Best.
LA's finest.
LA's Best. And they had, they did the whole dare,
yeah.
Don't do drugs, children. So they did that.
We all disappointed that
guy.
guy.
So then I remember one day we were playing out there, like I was playing on the handball courts and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I remember seeing the reformed cholo dude. I think his name's like Victor, right? I remember being like, yo, Victor. He'd be like, hey, what's up? We're playing. And then I see Victor like look across the street. Because it was a gated fences. The fence was like 8 feet tall. They were tall fences, right?
Okay.
All around the playground where we were at.
Mm-hmm.
So he looked across the street, and he said, what? You said what to someone. And all I saw is in the distance was a man walking, holding a little boy's hand and just walking. And he said, what? And then he jumped the fence. Like everything happened quick. He ran, jumped the fence, and started running across the street. And he ran like almost across like a 4-lane street, mm-hmm. and run up to this guy. This guy sees him, and he goes into his pocket like this, like he's gonna reach for a gun. And then he starts running, and the Victor runs. He hides behind a car. As soon as he hides behind the car, the dude picks up the kid and starts running. Right?
Wait,
once again, so the kid next to me, this little bitch started crying again. Like, God damn it! It's like,
why are you always with this guy?
God damn it! Everybody's crying. I'm like, I want to know what's happening.
Is it the same guy who's always crying, or is it?
No, this is another kid, man.
I thought you just had a friend.
No, I just have reoccurring people in my life who cry over some. These are males who keep crying. I'm just like, I cannot relate to why you're crying in this moment. I can see it's scary, but crying is not gonna help you. So Victor runs across the street, runs across the street. He ducks behind his car. This guy, reached like he had a gun, picks up the kid and starts running. So then, so that he runs around the block. We lose sight of him. Victor runs, chasing him around the block. No. So then, after that happens, all the teachers say, everybody get back inside the class. So everybody has to stop what they're doing, put the balls out, and run immediately go into the class. We have no idea what is happening. Like, well, why are we going into the class? Going to class.
What's going on with Victor?
So I come to find out later. So what happens is they catch this guy. So Victor, since he's a reformed thug and he knows everybody in the neighborhood. So this dude across the street, this cholo dude, was trying to sell his nephew for some drugs and shit.
So he just knew that off the bat?
So I don't know how we knew that. I don't know. That's a good point.
That's like a weird thing.
So he knew the guy. He probably knew, like, oh, that's a crackhead.
He had like a reputation.
Right. He's like, oh, that's a local crackhead. What's he doing with the kid? And then he's like, yo.
He put 2 and 2 together.
He's like, what are you doing with the kid? And, it's like, what's going on? So as soon as he went over there, the dude pretended he had a gun, kept running, took the kid. So he was trying to sell the kid for some drugs. Yeah.
People are disgusting.
Yeah.
It's just fucking crazy.
I saw I remember, there's another thing too. I grew up in LA. Mm-hmm. Like, you would think there's a lot of either Mexicans or black people in my elementary school. That shit was like
Asian people.
80% Asian.
Yeah.
And it's Cambodians, it's Vietnamese.
All different kinds of Asians.
Yeah.
From everywhere.
I remember like one of my earliest friends, he was like Vietnamese. Mm-hmm. And I remember him coming to school one day, all excited. He goes, hey, I'm in a gang. And we'll have to be like 4th grade. I was in the 4th grade. I remember that. He's like, well, I'm in a gang. I was like, what do you mean? He goes, yeah, they shot me in. I got shot. I was like, what? And he showed me his arm, and he had like a bullet hole through his arm. And he said, that's how you get in. So he's in the 4th grade, and he says he got shot, and there's a bullet hole through his arm out the other side. And that's how you get in. And I was like,
everything that I've done to fucking keep my son out the ghetto, I have no regrets.
So what, 4th grade, how old are you? 9. This dude got shot in the arm. 9 years old to get into a gang.
My son's 8, and I have no regrets. I do it all over again.
That's crazy, huh? Yeah, so that's why I lived in Echo Park, LA, middle of LA, and then from there we moved out to city of Pico Rivera. And it's funny because like in the city of Pico Rivera is a little further up from LA. It's like 15-20 minutes away from LA. Mm-hmm. And then like there's people
They have
thuggish
a
there.
bomb ass swap meet up there.
In where?
Pico.
Pico? Oh yeah.
I like that swap meet and the Santa Fe one.
Shit, I got a story about that swap meet too. So then we moved out to there, and there was less thuggish. And like I remember going to school, and like people was like, "Yo, I'm in a gang." I was like, "Fuck, I'm from LA. I seen gangs. This whatever you're doing here is Lovato shit. This ain't no thing." So I thought it was funny.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then from there, I moved to Whittier, and then Whittier's had their gangs. I was like, "Oh my God, you guys are just becoming watered down gangs. Like, yeah, this ain't shit. What you talking about here?" So like it became funnier as I saw people like being hard as I was going.
Everybody's hard. It's funny.
Everybody's hard. But I was
Everyone's
like, this is not.
fucking.
You guys are not in no gangs in Whittier. I don't care what you got tatted on your forehead. You know what I'm saying? That's just retarded. Can't be doing that. God
You
damn.
know what though? There's nothing scarier than a motherfucker who has nothing to lose.
Yeah. So that's like a sign. Like, yo, I got a tattoo on my forehead. You stay away from those people. For one, they're stupid. Stupid people are pretty dangerous.
Very.
Because they're not logical.
Not at all.
Like, they'll just swing on you. Like, oh, there's a cop right there. Man, you gonna swing on me right now? Like,
yeah,
they don't
give
care.
No fuck. Yeah.
They give no fucks. That's the scary part. A person who gives no fucks.
Right.
Because they got nothing to lose.
Yeah. Yeah. Like.
And then if you're a logical person, like, I don't want to fuck with you because I got something to lose or I have
like,
common sense.
Like, I have a good job. I have a family.
Yeah, I've never been locked up.
Yeah, like, I don't want to wreck it. Like,
Yeah, because you want to be hard for
but
this
some
1
people,
second?
Yeah,
Nah, man.
Shit.
That's stupid.
Yep.
That's why I could not be in a gang. I just saw too. You know, look, the other thing too, you know, you seen, I don't know, in other places, but here in California, you see dudes with their long socks come up to their knees, old vatos, and they're riding their bikes, you know, they just got out. They're riding a bike everywhere. How come you got no car? Because there ain't no retirement plan for you in a gang. There ain't no retirement plan whatsoever. It's just dumb.
Yeah.
Just a dumb.
It's sad. And it's
do.
sad. It's like a crab bucket thing. Like, nobody wants to see anybody do good. And the thing is, like, I was a white girl in the ghetto. Like, I was the only white kid in my class. And I was Spanish speaking. So that made it worse. Like, because they felt, oh, like, you're trying to be somebody. Like, dude, the house I live in, they're all Mexican. Like, I just happen to be white. Like, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but if you were good in class, if I did good on a test, oh, it's because I was white. Oh, if I, like, made a good choice and didn't want to hang out with the bad kids, oh, it's because she's white. Like, maybe I don't want to be an idiot my whole life. Like, why? And then, like, I see it, like...
But can you imagine you were an idiot, though?
Well, I have friends who... I mean, I have, like... I don't think I have any friends that are white.
Okay, I have a question for you.
But...
I got a what if question.
Okay.
Would you rather? It's a would you rather question. Would you rather have no legs, no arms,
What does that have to do with anything that
or have Down syndrome?
What is it with you and Downs people?
Which one would you rather have?
No, okay, I like what I was saying. But it's just sad that when people want to educate themselves, it's called being white.
Yes, I
Like, why is that?
That's what you see on TV. Like,
It's a crab bucket.
Yeah, it's a bad mentality.
Okay, but anyways, you and your...
Okay, so which one would it be? Would you rather
have no arms, no legs, or have Down syndrome?
Yeah.
I mean, I would hate to be in a position where I couldn't run away. Maybe that makes me sound like a pussy, but, like, if there's, like, oh, I don't know, like, hey, my legs have come in handy, you know, like, it's good to be able to walk away or run away from a situation. My hands, like, I don't.
So it's gonna be
Have Down syndrome? I think there's a lot of people in life who have Downs who live a full life.
So you'd rather have Down syndrome?
Why not? You get to be horny all the time and nobody judges you.
That's true. Can they even be locked up?
I don't know. For wanting to fuck all the time? Like... You were telling me about that guy who, like, jacked off into people's lockers. Like, if I just went around, like, fucking playing with my pussy everywhere.
Oh, man. You ever had those, like, you ever had, like, a homeless person who's just, like, the local homeless person?
What?
Like, you see them
I mean, yeah, but, like...
Okay, so this is a local homeless person that even now I drive back to the same city. She's still there, like, walking around the streets. She has to been there a good 10 years.
Right.
Just roaming the streets since I was in high school. Like, she's just been there all over the city here and there. This is my favorite Chinese spot where I used to go eat. It's called Happy Walk, like that. So at Happy Walk, I used to go there get some chicken. Like, it had a bee on the window, but I was like, you know what? This shit is, the orange chicken was on point. I didn't care what they said. I went for the last time and it had a C on it, but you know, I don't know what that means. So anyways.
It's because all the cats they were cooking.
Maybe. They cooked them up good. It tastes good. So I remember one time I went there and this lady was just sitting down. This homeless lady, we'll call her Jane. Jane the homeless person. No? Harriet. Harriet the homeless person.
No, not Harriet.
No. James. James? No. Jane. Jane the homeless person. Jane the homeless person was sitting there on the sidewalk right by the entrance of the door. Okay. And she was doing Indian style? Pussy all out.
Oh, like it was
bush.
Out.
Like a bush just whoop. Cause think about it, if you're homeless, when are you taking care of that situation down there?
I don't know, but that sounds really uncomfortable.
That's not a priority.
You know, there are some men who like prefer another big titty bitch. She's kind of tall though.
She's skinny.
Damn, she's tall.
She got
she's
some
like
floppers.
Olive oil.
She got those floppers.
The flopper titties?
They drop. And gravity don't took them. Those are natural.
Yeah.
So, you were saying homeless person. Mm-hmm.
You were saying a homeless person.
Okay,
with
bush.
A bush.
You said some people with bush.
Okay, I'm just saying that would be really uncomfortable.
To have a bush that big? Okay.
Some guys like that though.
Yeah, but isn't it just like a beard? I don't know, but there's like a point where it won't grow anymore.
I don't know.
It just doesn't keep growing until it's down to your legs.
I don't know. As soon as it got there, and I was like, what the fuck is this?
Oh, got that?
Actually, no, I don't want to talk about the characteristics of my vagina. Like...
So, yeah. I remember seeing that like, whoa! Like, I'm trying to go eat, and this is, you know, bush all out there. But, yeah. I still see her walking around with her flip-flops and stuff.
Why are people so weird in this parking lot?
I wonder what it's like to be that homeless. Oh, there's a documentary I seen by one of the dudes from the Fugees. He went to LA. He lived in LA for 2 weeks, right? Mm-hmm. You think homeless people are funny?
You told me about this. And then he like pretended to be homeless.
Yeah.
And then he got robbed.
They stole his tent. They stole his tent. That's cold, man. You trying to live your life, trying to be friendly with the homeless people. Yeah, they stole his tent.
They're gonna think you're like podcast persons and alcoholic. I'm always drinking on my podcast.
I didn't say you're alcoholic. You said that. So
I said they probably think that.
Who's they? Who cares? You don't talk to them. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we will talk to them. You talk to us, we talk back. We human people.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's LA. Yo, Skid Row. You've been to Skid Row, right?
Yeah.
That's just time.
I never lived there though.
I mean, you've driven through Skid Row?
Yeah. I mean, like.
You heard of Shit Alley?
What?
Have we talked about this before? There's an alley in LA. They call it Shit Alley, where people go in there and they just take a shit. And there's like thousands of people up there, so they just go to one alley and take a shit in there.
Yeah, that's why they're like fighting the bubonic plague right now.
That's why they got bubonic plague. Damn, what you can do with them?
Did I tell you what they were like trying to do?
What?
They said that they were like literally gonna put planters, like those big ass ones, and like cinder blocks and all that kind of stuff, like to where people couldn't walk down the street.
Why?
Like they're just gonna shit on your planter. Because they're like, if they can't walk through here, they can't shit through here.
What, they're blocking off a street?
They're like not blocking off the street, but making it to where like on the sidewalk that you can't walk on the sidewalk.
You have to walk in the street?
Yeah. So they're gonna make it like where pedestrians can't access
the street.
The sidewalk, yeah.
That doesn't sound like a good idea.
No, like they're gonna shit in your planter.
Yeah, that is.
No, they're making it to where they can't make tents. They can't do anything. Like they're trying to block people from sleeping there, eating there, shooting up there, shitting there.
We should record, show people what's out there.
Well, that's what they're trying to do. Like,
Tent
okay,
City.
like can't really. Okay, so ordinarily there would be.
Like what?
Like where you have walkways through places.
Uh-huh.
So they're taking that out.
So there's no walkways.
No. Because if you walk, you
that doesn't make sense because you need to have a public right of way. So the public has to walk on the sidewalk. That's the public right of way, and then you have the streets where cars go through.
Right. They're just making it like an obstacle course, I guess. I don't fucking know.
Obstacle course.
Gotta go around. Oh, gotta go around again. Oh.
I don't know about that one.
It's like the cha-cha slide.
The cha-cha slide.
2 steps this way.
Yeah. I actually want to learn the salsa.
Okay, I need to understand though why you wrote clingy dudes in your notebook.
Oh yeah.
Why you want to talk about that?
Clingy dudes. And it goes hand in hand with dudes who cry like that. Little crybaby bitches. Sissy dudes. Yeah. That's the original definition of a pussy right there. Like that's when I was first, I'm like, oh, that's what a pussy is? Someone who cries?
Okay, so you don't think that you're clingy?
Fuck no. Well, I learned that since like, man, some people just learn like, yo, don't be clingy. I guess it goes back to social awareness.
So, okay.
Are you aware that you are a clingy person? No. Right. Or yes. And if you're aware, then don't do it. Boom.
What about people who are more like you and I, who avoid
clingy people?
Yeah. Or just
I can't relate to
attachments in general. Like, I mean...
Okay, all right, why don't you describe a clingy person that you know, and I'll describe a clingy person that I know, and we'll say what they're doing wrong. Okay, go. Go ahead. Go ahead, Haley.
A lot of guys are clingy, though. It's weird.
Yeah.
Like, okay. There's nothing wrong with going on dates, but just because if you go on a date doesn't mean that we're exclusive. Like, so you don't get to have a right to know, like, my whereabouts. And I feel like once you start, like, demanding information, you're a clinger and you're cut off. If I wanted to give that information, I would disclose it to you.
I think that's unique to you. I don't know. I think some girls like,
I feel like you just called me a hoe.
No, nah. I think some girls like a possessive dude to a certain extent. So
yeah,
you call it clingy.
No. I like possessive, like the possessive-ness if I like them.
Oh, see, that's the thing. That goes hand in hand with those people who like, you know, like a good-looking dude hits on you. A good-looking dude hits on you is harassment. If a good-looking dude's hitting on you, that's how it goes.
Okay, but that's how, like, I don't like most guys. Like, you got to be fucking phenomenal for me to want to, like, let you own me a little bit.
Let you own me. What in the
and
it's
not that.
A clingy dude would be someone who owns you.
Right.
So they need to be okay. So this goes to they just got to be more attractive so they can be and they can be.
It's not just attractive. It's like a mental thing too. Like there's so many morons in the world. It's so annoying. Like how are you alive and you're this stupid?
I mean, a lot of people get around. You can work a factory job, wake up, go to the factory, get out of the factory, boom.
There's so many stupid people out there. Like literally, probably have never read a book in their life.
You know what? I want to find a way to monetize that because there's some people.
I don't think that it's okay to walk like that.
I think we need to monetize stupid people. Like they must be monetized because you know, like I said, a sucker's born every day. Like those are the people who are like, I need help. I've been stalking this girl for 1 year and she was not attracted to me. What can I do to get her attention?
What the fuck is it with stalkers? Like, what the fuck?
But look, this is the thing though. Every dude has a girl that like, oh man, I really like her.
Okay, and that's fine.
And then like, oh, I want to talk to her, and they have like a little fancy in their head.
But
they come to the point and they pump the brakes and they're like, that's crazy. I won't do that. Right. And then the other type of people who go like, no, she wants me to follow her home from work. And those people are the stalkers. So like, I think every dude has like this whole mentality like, yo, I want this girl, I want this girl, I want this girl. Okay,
but then like girls stalk for a completely different reason though.
Girls because they're nosy.
Okay. It's because men lie. Well, I mean, we lie just as much, don't get me wrong. Yeah. We're just a lot better at it. But like,
I think women lie more because they care more about the lies. I think men lie worse because they don't really care that much about the lies. They don't put much thought into it.
So like girls, we investigate.
Yeah.
Like, is he really single?
Yeah.
Is he really a caring guy?
Yeah.
Does he really give back to his community?
See, that's the whole thing. See, here's the thing though. You know, like most girls know the playbook about like how a guy thinks, but like if a guy knows the playbook for the way a girl thinks, like it overrides their sense of insecurity, and boom, you get right back into the game.
Right.
That's the quality of your game.
I don't know if there's
Or
a game plan,
you just
though,
it is a
because
game
I'm
plan.
pretty fucking complicated.
Okay, so say you like, all right, I got a perfect one. Like every girl likes a dude who's kind of compassionate, or has sort of signs like he has compassion, right? So that's why, like, you look on these dating sites and like that. Whenever a dude has a picture of them with a,
But why do girls also like guys who are kind of mean?
We'll get to that.
Okay.
So the compassionate part. So in order to show compassion, you could either put yourself with a younger family member, a little kid. You could be my nephew, this is my cousin,
Right.
or you put yourself with a dog. Those two things are check marks for a chick. Like, oh, he's compassionate. Look how he's dealing with a child, or that. And then they go in the little fantasy world and they dream up like this whole thing in their head of like how compassionate they are.
Not I.
Not you.
Cat.
Shoot. So one picture could do that as a capability.
I'm trying to introduce.
Two,
fucking...
they want to know security. Security comes in multiple ways. You got money, you got muscles, or you got.
We definitely like to be protected.
Yeah. So
because I'm for shit when it comes to that.
So you either have money, muscles, or influence. Like that's the way I see it.
Like I need men in my life. Like if it came down to like I have to fucking build a fire to survive, I would die.
Yeah, okay. You know what? It's coming to me now.
I would fucking die.
It's the 3 M's. You either have money, muscle, or mentality.
I love the mentality. Intellectual men.
I'll fucking write a goddamn book.
What? Let me tell you.
Let me tell you.
Smart.
So, how could you show that you're an intelligent person? Like, all right, if I had to build a perfect Tinder profile or dating profile, how to get girls, boom, we got to do the whole dog thing. There's one. So that means dog or a family member. That shows compassion, potential for a family, blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
The other one, you got to show, I said, either you can have muscles, which some people value higher than others. You have to have either money, which some people value higher than others. That kind of, it varies for women. So you got muscle, money, or mentality. So mentality.
See, that intellectual. Like people don't read anymore. You know what I'm saying? They don't fucking. They don't educate themselves.
So you basically have to find a way to put yourself out there. Like, yo, I'm an intellectual motherfucker. You understand me?
Yes.
Yeah.
To me, that is
like I read one book every day. Real quick, that
the
bitch.
fuck do you do with your other time? Like, how much time on your hands do you have? Like, see, that's what I'm saying.
That's why.
You can't just be...
Hey, that's why like professors be hidden. You know what I'm saying? They be getting that buzz. You know what I'm saying? The buzz. You know about that? Professors always hitting. Fucking
Professor Smash. I don't know.
Professor
I've never
Smash.
fucked any of my professors.
So like, college professors always be smashing. It's because they're intellectual people. Yeah, they could be little dweebs, skinny little dudes, but they're intellectual.
Nerds get laid.
Nerds get laid, and that's mentality right there. You're a smart person.
Yeah.
So if you ain't got no personality, you got no muscle, and you broke, you was struggling. You were going up shit river like paddling against the current because you got nothing going. So, but like, dudes could work on that.
Yeah.
And honestly, lie. Just lie.
Just lie.
You could lie your way into a girl's bed. It's so easy.
But okay, so
you just gotta know how to lie.
When guys lie, like for girls, it's kind of expected. But when girls lie to guys, fuck, they get so mad.
When girls lie to guys?
Oh my god, guys take it personal. When they're lied to by a woman and they believe the lie, whew, they feel like I got tricked by the enemy. Like they just feel like so like.
I don't know. See, I have a different mentality too. Cause like, Rihanna, right? You ever seen the memes where like, oh, this girl's savage, that girl's savage?
Okay.
Like, I don't believe that.
I don't either.
I don't believe that.
Girls who even talk like that.
I'm savage.
Yeah, like that shit's so annoying. Like that. Period. And like.
Period. Yeah. I'm savage. Period. Queen here. Period. I'm like, ugh. Shut the fuck up. Cause tell me, like, this is a perfect example. You go out with this girl, you hit, then she goes and hits someone, has sex with some dude the next day. Like, oh, he's a savage. Like, if you come to me and tell me, like, yo, this girl you had sex with this night, the following night she had sex with another man, she's a savage. I'd be like, oh, okay, cool, good for her. I ain't gonna see you no more. Thanks for the pussy. You know what I mean? Like, we'll almost be like, I'm devastated. You did this to me.
There's some dudes who act like that though. They act super
devastated. But we fucked. We move on.
Okay, but that's a mentality that you and I have.
Oh, okay. Some dudes will be like
a lot of people take sex.
I gave you my heart, and I gave you my dick.
And that's what I can't handle. Like, bitch, I asked for dick. I didn't ask for nothing else. I didn't order no side, no drink. This wasn't the combo. We should edit that out.
I mean, it's cool. That's your mentality. Hey, that's how it is. I think most women are like that because that's why they're so like, I have to wait till the third date to give it up. How about if he doesn't love me? Because they're already thinking
because it's just
whole
physical,
relationship.
bitch.
Okay,
we all have fucking needs. Like we all have needs.
Yeah, most they may think it, but they wouldn't say it. And then that's the thing. Most girls they put obstacles in front of them, so now you have to like get through the obstacles.
I'm not gonna cock block myself.
Girls do it all the time, like, and then they talk amongst themselves like, oh, I wanted to do this with him, but then, you know, he wouldn't. If you want to fuck. He wouldn't open the door for me 3 times in the night. You know, that's my rule. Like, what? So, yeah, I don't know, man.
Well, so they incorporate math equations.
Oh, yeah, they got math equations. They got all these weird rituals they got to do. He didn't tap my left shoulder 2 times before midnight.
And that's I'm like, you know what? So, I was feeling like I wanted to fuck.
You don't say that.
So, I fucked him?
I've seen you converse with dudes. You give them hints. You don't actually say it like that.
No, I'm saying when I talk about it the next day. No,
hey,
I'm
you
not
know what I thought about it? Oh yeah, after the day after.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm not like
hindsight.
Hey man,
I'm trying to hear it. What's up? They be like, for real? Yo, me too. All right, bro, pound it. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Nothing like that. It don't go down like that.
Imagine.
Can you imagine?
I have a little bit of femininity.
I think that's the way.
I'm like, oh my gosh, thank you so much for taking me out tonight. Like I had the best time.
I think gay dudes do
and
it.
I'm
like
not
that.
tired.
How do
at
gay dudes
all.
do it?
I don't fucking
You know, gay dudes be smashing all the time.
They do.
They're lucky in that way.
Hey, you know what? Girls are like, we lie more than guys. And it's so fucked up because guys don't expect it and they fall for everything. Ooh, we gotta edit that out.
Or
edit that out.
Nah, that's cool. Cause I assume every motherfucker lying. I'm like, okay. Sure, you're going to the bathroom. You're going to jump out the back window. I know you are. I'm going to sit here. Watch them right. And they come back.
Why are they jumping out the window?
I don't know. I'm just making examples, you know? You never know.
Why did I pay Ipsy?
Ipsy?
My phone just notified me.
So my,
It's 9:50. You gotta go.
I guess I gotta go. Man, I got time. I can stay for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
But you gotta get going though.
Yeah, I do.
All right, peoples. Until the next time. We out.
Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and we'll keep coming up.
Put some bass in your voice. Like and subscribe. Yeah. Okay.
Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and we'll keep coming up with more bullshit.
There you go.